Live from Bishop Watterson High School in the heart of Clintonville, USA in Columbus. Welcome once again to Watterson Eagles Volleyball on the Bishop Watterson Sports Network's YouTube channel. Hope you're having a great Saturday, everyone. My name is Paul Barnes. Bishop Watterson returning home after a 4-match road swing. The Eagles coming off an impressive sweep over arch rival DeSales on Wednesday night, as Watterson won easily over the arch rival, 25-16, 25-13, 25-19. And with that win by Watterson, they snap a brief 2-match losing streak. Bishop Watterson at 5-7 this season overall, playing match number 13 of the year against Tiffin Calvert in a non-conference matchup. Tiffin Calvert from Northern Ohio in Seneca County. Calvert, a private Catholic high school, is perfect this year. We're talking perfect as you can be. 10-0 record overall. 27 sets played by the Senecas. They've won all 27 of them. They are the #1 ranked team in the state of Ohio in Division 7. A 2-time defending state runner-up are the Senecas. So a formidable test today for Watterson, taking on the smaller school in Tiffin Calvert. Tiffin Calvert's out of the Sandusky Bay Conference. The Watterson side there. So Tiffin Calvert and your Eagles. And again, our apologies for the technical issues, but we're glad you're with us today for match number 13. Here from the high school, Watterson off that resounding triumph at DeSales on Wednesday. It was a quick night of work for the Eagles. Kevin Schmalzried, you might have heard his comments in our pre-match show that Eagles played their most complete match and their best match of the season. So here today against Tiffin Calvert, the #1 ranked team in Division 7. Hannah Steckel, or Harper Steckel rather, will serve to start the match, and we are underway. And a good dig by Maddie Lane. Kelsey Rui tools it over and guides it down the near boundary. She puts it away for a kill. Kelsey Rui at the left pin, and Watterson striking first today in the match. 1-0 your Eagles. We play best 3 out of 5 sets. We play each set to 25 in the first 4 sets. If it goes to a decisive 5th set, we play to 15. Teams need to win by 2. And on the far pin, big swing and a kill for Calvert's Bella Borgio, junior outside hitter who's already committed to play college volleyball at Santa Clara. So she gives Calvert his first point today. We're knotted at 1 here in set 1 from the high school. Serving is Bryn Dirksen. Harper Steckel setting near side. Yana on approach, and Yana smashes a kill. Near edge. Point Watterson. 2-1 Eagles. And back to serve is Ashley Moreland, wearing some nice blue and aqua-colored shoes. Senior out of Powell for the Eagles, back from her injury. She missed 3 consecutive matches this season. A few matches back. She missed Berlin, Roger Bacon, and another one. And there's a point for Calvert. We're tied at 2. So good to see Ashley back in there healthy for the Eagles. She played very well at DeSales the other night, as did all the Eagles virtually. And here's Bella Borgio to serve, the outside hitter at 6 feet tall, a junior. She plays her club volleyball at Mintonette near the Polaris area, so she has a long commute from Tiffin. And Yana is blocked. Hope Ware, sophomore middle hitter on the far pin, gets the block point for Calvert. And Tiffin Calvert has its first lead here in set 1 at 3-2. Serving for Calvert, Bella Borgio. Yet again, Borgio leads the team, coming in with 103 kills in their 10 matches thus far. And that hard serve drifts wide. And that's a point for your Eagles. On the service error, Maddie Lane back to serve. Maddie joined in the back by Ashley Moreland and Harper Steckel. Up front, Molly Johnson is the middle hitter. The outside hitters are Yana Iguitas and Layla Hoying. And a little out of system, Seneca. Free ball coming Watterson on that good serve by Maddie Lane. Maddie hoisted in the air. Harper setting near side. Layla tip. And Calvert will reply on 3. Good chance for the Eagles. Maddie, Harper, back set, far side. Yana cross court and hammers a kill off the mitts of the defender, Bryn Dirksen of Calvert. And the Watterson Eagles back in front at 4-3. See if we can get this angle a little better for you here on the camera. Sorry for the technical issues, folks. I'm by myself. Abby's off today. She's the expert at this, as you can tell. Here's Layla Harper on 2. Middle set. Oh! Molly Johnson crushes a kill. Molly Johnson, very effective at hitting in the middle for Watterson. In fact, she leads the team with a .272 hitting percentage. And that point propels Watterson to its biggest lead early on in set 1 at 5-3. And Maddie Lane will serve, sophomore out of Lewis Center. She's the libero, so she's wearing the cardinal colored jersey. The rest of her teammates wearing the gold shirts. In the middle, block, Molly Johnson, but it's pushed over by Calvert. Pump set by Maddie. Layla with a roll shot. Nice dig by the libero, Claire Schoenberger. Maddie with a nice dig. Harper setting near side Layla. Layla kind of mishit it, and it doesn't get the clearance. And a point for Calvert. Calvert with his side out, they will serve, wearing their all royal blue. White letters and numerals. Now the libero, Claire Schoenberger, wears the white. She's serving right now for Calvert from the left side of the service line. And a service ace. Ashley Moreland unable to dig it. Schoenberger now with 20 aces on the season. She leads the team with 80 digs coming in the first 10 matches. Again, Calvert has not lost a set this year. They're 10-0 overall. 27 out of 27 on sets. Yana on 3. Off the block as she nails it. Off the mitts of Hope Ware on the far pin. It deflects out. Point Watterson. Ava Pickin into the fray. Kevin Schmalzried saying he's running a 6-2 system again, with Ava Pickin setting with Harper Steckel. Ava will serve here. Her first service sequence with her team up 6-5 in set 1. Here's the serve. Floater. That one travels long past the end line. Service error on Ava and a point for Calvert. We're deadlocked at 6. And into the match to serve is Kate Coleman, 5'7" junior defensive specialist for Tiffin Calvert. The Senecas venturing down to Columbus for this non-conference matchup. They brought a lot of fans here and radio. And the Eagles clear on 3 with Molly Johnson. Here's a set by Dirksen, the setter. Ava, Maddie, pumping it up, but too far. An overpass and a point for Calvert on the near pin. It's pushed down, so a point. Seneca's forged back in front, but just by a point, 7-6 here in set 1. We expect a competitive match today. Calvert, the number 1 ranked team in Division 7. They were state runners-up a year ago for the second consecutive year. Now, the prior year, they were runner-up in Division 4 when there were only 4 divisions. Emma Steele tips it over, but she couldn't control her landing and lost her balance and crossed the center line. That's a violation on the Eagles. Point Calvert. Calvert now has its biggest advantage in set 1 at 2 points. 8 serving 6. And back to service, Kate Coleman. She hammers it. And Layla can't handle that fastball as it deflects off her into her bench, out of play. Service ace for Kate Coleman, who now has 10 aces on the year. In terms of service accuracy, she's at 85%. Coleman again hammers it. Layla, and another tough pass. Ava, what a job to retrieve it. And then Layla just bumps it over. Free ball for the Senecas. On the slide play, the middle hitter, Hope Ware, buries a kill. Point Senecas. And Tiffin Calvert now stretching the lead to 4. And with that, Watterson head coach Kevin Schmalzried takes time out. 10-6 your score in favor of Tiffin Calvert. Eagles again winning on the road over to Sales on Wednesday, their last match. 25-16, 25-13, 25-19. And with that, Watterson won its 10th consecutive volleyball match over DeSales. And in that span, 9 of those 10 matches have been sweeps by Watterson, including Wednesday night. Watterson and DeSales will meet here at the high school for the return match in CCL play on October 1st. Kevin Schmalzried said by far our best performance of the year. He was really pleased with their effort from the service line. And they did a much better job on service receipt, where they've at times struggled this year. All right, after the timeout, Kate Coleman continues to serve. Another hard velocity serve, and Watterson having trouble on the first ball receipt off her serves. Another ace for Coleman as she hit her target. 2 aces within this service sequence. 3 points total. Now 11 aces on the year for Coleman. It's 11-6 Calvert. Here's Ashley. That one eats her up. Maddie pumping up the set from the back row. Emma Steele, the left-handed kill, blocked. Eagles trying to reply. They can't. Block point for Calvert for Hope Ware. Hope Ware now with 10 total blocks on the season. 12-6. Calvert doubling up the Eagles and continuing to serve as Kate Coleman. She's done some damage on the service line here. Roll shot by Layla. She didn't get the serve in concert, or rather the set in concert. And now kill off the block for the Tiffin Calvert Senecas. Emily Miller, far pin. Second on the squad, coming in with 65 kills. Nails that one. And now timeout again, Watterson. Calvert on a big run here. I think it's 8 or 9-0 on the run. They lead 13-6. How about that football performance last night by your Watterson Eagles? Watterson winning. Sit down for this if you haven't heard. 81-7 over Tiffin Columbian. That's the public high school in Tiffin, up there in Seneca County. The 81 points scored by Watterson, a school record in a single game. And this is their 70th year of football here at the high school. Brian Kennedy and the Eagles improved to 4-0 on the season. It's homecoming next week as the Eagles will face Harvest Prep at ODU. Get your tickets now. Back to service, Kate Coleman. She's on a huge run here for the Senecas, who lead by 7. Layla passes a tough one. Ava can't handle it. That one drifts into the net. First ball contact in issue for Bishop Watterson here. Eagles in some trouble here in the first set. They're down 14-6. And we sound like a broken record. Kate Coleman continues to serve for Calvert. Our officials, incidentally, the R1 up on the chair far side, Bob Duber, and Paula Bridgman on the floor as the R2 near side. The Eagles again out of system. Emma Steele plays it over on 3. Reverse bump. Far side set. Huge swing there by Emily Miller. Eagles scrambling defensively. And it's just popped over by Riley Goad. Goad hasn't played in a while. Back row attack for the Senecas. Yes, they convert off the net. Bella Borgio leads the team with nearly 4 kills per set. She also leads the team hitting a whopping 371. And that's a point, Calvert. They lead 15-6. Huge run. Again, continues for Coleman. That's a bullet serve. Watterson again out of system. Emma Steele clears on 3. Dump over on 2 by Dirksen, but the Eagles are there. Molly Johnson swats in the middle. Reply, though, by Calvert. Picking, bump set. Finesse shot there by Steele over. Good rally here by the teams. Maddie Lane, Emma Steele, and was it touched? No. Cross-court shot goes awry. Point for Calvert. Calvert with 11 in a row. They'll serve it. And that's a hard serve, which travels long past the baseline. So finally, a side out, a badly needed one for Bishop Watterson. Eagles garner a point. It's 7 serving 16 here with Riley Goad, the senior, to serve it as Ashley Moreland comes out. Riley has not played the last few matches. Good to see her back out there. Eagles need a spark, and good serve by Goad. Out of system, Calvert, but don't tell that to Miller, who took a big swing. Maddie Lane with a nice dig. Miller again off the block. Rui. Quick set in the middle by Ava. Tipped over by Molly Johnson. Calvert in control. Back row attack. Ooh, and a big one. As Bella Borgio rips it off the face of Riley Goad. And Goad trying to collect herself a bit there. Point for the Senecas. It's 17-7. And back to serve for Tiffin Calvert is Gracie Miller. She's the younger sister of Emily Miller, who just got the kill for Calvert. Emma Steele, finesse shot over on 3. Calvert in control. Oh, a huge cross-court kill. Bella Borgio socks that one. Point for Calvert. Calvert's an outstanding volleyball team. Putting on a clinic so far. 18-7 here in set 1. And serving Gracie Miller, throws it high in the air. Rui passes to the front. Ava setting Molly, and Molly's rejected at the net. On the block, point by Emily Miller. A point for the Senecas. It's 19-7 now. Gracie Miller back to serve. She serves at 82%. Tosses it high in the air, and that's a bullet. Maddie Lane, overpass, and that one easily hammered down by Emily Miller in the middle. All Senecas here in set 1, 20-6. 20-7 make it. 13-point advantage. Now, between the sets, I'm going to try to get a better camera angle for you. Again, we apologize for the technical snafus at the beginning. 20-7. Maddie Lane passes. Ava, reverse set. Emma, the big swing, but look at this defense by Calvert. They will clear on three. Wow. Ava setting near side. Rui, the hard push up the block. Rejected. Rui pushed it over, and then a quick back and forth there exchange, and Calvert gets the point. Everything going the way of Tiffin Calvert early on. 21-7 to Senecas. And here's Gracie Miller. Seneca's looking to make it 28 sets played this year and 28 set victories. And there's a service error, which stems the tide for now. Gracie Miller served it into the net. She's saying, my fault, to her bench. Seneca's coached by Lori Rombach, a graduate of Calvert in 1994. Coach Rombach's daughter Megan on the team. Here's Olivia Lane for the first time in the match to serve, a sidewinder. Seneca's a little out of system, but they'll clear it on three easily. Boy, they're accurate on their shots. Rui off the block, but played in the back by Gracie Miller. And on three, Borgio. And that one travels long, so a point Watterson. Back-to-back points for your Eagles, who now trail 21-9 in the opening set. Eagles will serve with Olivia Lane, who leads the team in aces with 14 coming in. And she, as usual, puts it in play. Little tip on three. Near side set. Rui. Big dig. As Ruby Macchio is in for Watterson at the middle blocker spot. Riley Goad, Ava Pickin, Emma Steele. A little tool shot there. Calvert in control. Borgio. Oh, smoking a kill down the far sideline in front of the tumbling Riley Goad, who was unable to dig. Point for Calvert. Tiffin Calvert having their way early on in this match. They lead 22-9 here in set one. And fading back to serve is Emily Miller, who's second on the squad, coming in with 65 kills. A 92% server. Emily Miller played her club volleyball at Black Swamp Volleyball in Northern Ohio. She's a native of Fremont, Ohio. That's the county seat of Sandusky County, the neighboring county of Tiffin, which is in Seneca. And Emma Steele hitting error on contact three. Eagles unable to clear. So a point for Calvert. 23-9 is your score. And again, Emily Miller. Little floater. Pickens setting Rui, tips over the block. Nice dig by Emily Miller. And then Borgio off the block gets the kill as Emma Steele and Ruby Macchio collaborated on the far edge, but unable to stop the swing there on the far side. 24-9, and now a service error on Miller. That turns it over to Watterson on the side out. It's set point number 2 for Calvert, which leads 24-10. Harper Steckel into the match to serve. She's joined by Riley Goad, Kelsey Rui, Maddie Lane, Yana Iglesias, and Ruby Macchio. Harper, service error, that's the set. 25-10, Calvert bruising. They breeze here in set one, and we'll take a timeout. You'll hear from Crawford Hoying, our presenting sponsor. We appreciate them as always. Let's hear about the Bailey.
The Bailey at Bridge Park, a proud affiliate of Friendship Village of Dublin, is where luxury meets lifestyle in a vibrant community designed exclusively for adults 55 and over. Nestled in the heart of Dublin, Ohio, the Bailey is not just a place to live, it's a place to thrive. The Bailey redefines 55-plus living with its luxurious apartments, resort-style amenities, and incredible location in the heart of Dublin's bustling Bridge Park district. Choose from spacious 2- and 3-bedroom floor plans, each boasting stunning finishes, gourmet kitchens, and private balconies. With its prime location in Bridge Park, enjoy being steps away from the best shopping, dining, and entertainment that the city has to offer. Ready to experience the best of 55-plus living? Contact us today at 614-957-2408 or visit thebailey@bridgepark.com to schedule a tour and discover your new dream home at the Bailey at Bridge Park.
Paul Barnes back at Bishop Watterson High School. Thanks for joining us on YouTube Live. A few camera issues here, so that's probably the best angle we're going to get today. So, unless I can turn it here 90 degrees without upsetting everything, let me just go ahead and put it back on our logo and see if I can fix this better. If not, it's kind of like the old school days when we just did audio only on our Mixler channel. Oh, sorry. You good? I'm trying to fix this, and it's... Well, I'm going to hold the camera. How's that? As the tripod went crashing. Let's do this. There we go. Look at this. A little bit better view for you. So we'll hold the camera here. This is a better angle, I think. Thanks for sticking with us today. So set one is in the books, 25-10. Calvert took it. All right, we have a volunteer to help us from Tiffin, Calvert, of all places. Kate Coleman's mom is here. And her husband, Tucker, the baseball coach for the Senecas. Good to see them. They're good friends of the Uhlenhakes of Watterson as we're underway in set two. And we have a point for Watterson to begin set two. So pleased you're with us as we have our camera situation, and we're aided by our friends from Calvert High School. Thank you so much for doing this. Jamie Coleman holding our camera. Her husband, Matt, is the baseball coach at Calvert. And their son, Tucker, on the team there. Their second oldest son, the daughter, Kate, plays for Seneca. And Layla Hoying, flat-footed, just rolls it over. 1-0 the Eagles here in set two. Seneca dominates, wins set one. Hopefully Watterson can turn it around. Layla pounding one, but it's blocked. Eagles can't get the clearance. So the Senecas with a point, and we're even Steven here early on in set two at one. Bella Borgio to serve it. She serves at 85.5% in terms of accuracy. She has 16 aces on the year, and we saw Calvert demonstrate some excellent serves in that first set. Numerous aces, and the Eagles were out of system constantly. Macho just plays it over on three, but it's a violation. Double contact and a point for the Senecas. So most of you know, or a lot of you at least anyway, know Jeff Uhlenhake, Eagles assistant coach. His boys, Jake, played on the team, who's now at Ashland University as a wide receiver. Ben, the starting middle linebacker. And their daughter, Allie, is a freshman on the JV team. Well, the Uhlenhakes are good friends with the Colemans. And we appreciate Mrs. Coleman holding the camera for us here as another point for Seneca and a timeout Watterson. The Eagles just can't get on track today against this outstanding Tiffin Calvert team. 3-1 is the score here in set two. If you're just tuning in, Calvert took the opening set easily, 25-10. Looking at some team stats for Calvert, they attack at a .312 hitting percentage, which is phenomenal for a team. 13.2 kills per set. Blocks for the Senecas, 44 on the season in 27 sets. Serve receipt percentage is excellent at 96%. We don't have Watterson updated stats from Kevin Schmalzried, but he was very pleased with their effort at the sales in terms of the service receipt percentage, which going into that match was around 87%, which was a little low. But in that match, they were well above 95% in that 3-set sweep. So here we are now. The first meeting all time between these teams on the volleyball court. As the Senecas will serve after the timeout with Bella Borgio, again committed to Santa Clara. She's only a junior. She spins the ball. She serves on the left side of the service line. And that's a service error. And a point, Watterson. Eagles will serve. Let's set the lineup. Maddie Lane to serve it. Ashley Moreland. And Harper Steckel. Join her in the back. Up front, Layla Hoying, Yana Iguitas, and Molly Johnson. So here's Maddie. Good serve. Calvert will play it over on 3. Good block by the Eagles. Far side, Yana Iguitas in conjunction with Molly Johnson as they deny the swing on the far pin of Hope Ware. Point Eagles, we're tied at 3. Eagles 5-7 on the season. That's their overall mark. Calvert 10-0. Still has not dropped a set. And a set in the middle. Big swing. Karis Marinas. Marinas, a 5'8 junior, swatting a kill. Marinas came in leading Calvert with 24 blocks on the year, but that's her 48th kill. And Calvert leading 4-3 in set 2. Back to serve is the libero, Claire Schoenberger. And that one long. Service error, point Watterson, and a side out, 4-4. Maeve Boyle will check in along with Emma Steele, departing our Yana Iguitas and Harper Steckel. So Maeve Boyle, who's not played in a while in a varsity match, the sophomore, she's been back down to JV, quarterbacking them. And Maeve, the southpaw, hammers it. Set near side, big swing and a kill for Megan Rombach. Head coach Lori Rombach's daughter. Megan Rombach putting one away. She was third best on the team, coming in with 59 kills. She racks up one there to give Calvert a 5-4 advantage. They will serve. They lead the match 1-0. It's Kate Coleman. Layla, Maeve Boyle, Emma Steele with a big swing off the block, and she gets the kill. Point Watterson, tied at 5. And it's Layla Hoying to serve as Ashley Moreland enters, or rather exits. And Kelsey Rui replaces her. Layla. Here's a bump set on 2. Big swing dug by Maeve Boyle. Maddie puts it up. Layla. Calvert there. Big swing by Emily Miller. Eagles there defensively. And a big swing by Rui. And a huge dig in the back by Borgio. And now this one is off the block. A kill for Watterson. Huge kill for the Eagles. They lead 6-5. Layla Hoying to serve it. She leads Watterson, averaging 4.3 kills per set. Second on the team with 90 digs coming in. She has 8 aces on the year. And Schoenberger passes to the front. Third contact coming up, pushed over by Emily Miller as she gets it over the block on the far side of Molly Johnson and Emma Steele. So a kill for Calvert. They get a point. And the score is tied at 6 here in set 2. Back to serve for Calvert is Gracie Miller, who averages 5.7 digs per match. Maeve Boyle. Rui off the block. And Calvert so stern defensively, keeping it alive. They clear on 3. Maddie Lane, bump set. Near side Rui, the tip. In control Calvert. Borgio with the kill, far edge. Point for Calvert. It's 7-6. And again, we thank Mrs. Coleman for holding the camera. She saw that we were, or at least I was having trouble with the tripod. It fell down, actually. She comes over to the rescue. And we were supposed to see Calvert in baseball, but the game got rained out at the start. There's a big kill for Emma Steele at the feed from Maeve Boyle. And Watterson with a little life here in set 2. It's 7-7. Eagles were drubbed in the first set, 25-10, but with a lot of substitutions, Kevin Schmalsbury looking for the right combination. The Eagles are even Steven with Calvert at 7. Here's Olivia Lane, the senior. Set by Dirksen, far side. Borgio rejected by the Eagles block. From the right pin this time, Miller rolls it over. Emma Steele tooling it over. Borgio again off the Eagles block, and she gets the kill. Borgio pierced the block effort of Ruby Macchio and Emma Steele on the far pin, and a kill for Calvert. And Calvert back in front, 8-7. Changes for both teams. Avery Elkert will serve. Her first action in the match in a while. Elkert, 81.5% on service accuracy. She has 7 aces on the year. Elkert's a junior, 5'4" defensive specialist. Maeve Boyle setting Macchio, but Macchio blocked in the middle by Karis Marinas. Marinas now with 25 block points on the year to lead Calvert. And Calvert gets another point in its column. They lead 9-7 here in the second set. Serving for Calvert, Avery Elkert again. Oh, that one eats up Kelsey Rui. Maeve Boyle, athletic set. Emma the tip over, and she finds a cavity in the middle of the Calvert defense on the interior at the 10-foot line. Point Watterson. Kevin Schmalzried again using his bench quite a bit here today. And Ruby Macchio is down on the floor. She'll have to be helped up. I hope Ruby's okay. This is her first varsity action in a while. She primarily plays on the junior varsity team. And she'll be helped off the court by Harper Steckel and by Yana Iglesias. So the crowd is hushed here at Watterson High School. Ruby Macchio repairs to the bench. She'll be looked at by the trainer. So the Eagles will have to sub in for her. With the score 9-8 Calvert here in the second set. Calvert won the opener easily, 25-10. And into the match for Watterson comes number 25. And she is not on my roster, unfortunately. The Eagles going deep in the reserves here today. 25 plays on the JV quite a bit. My roster only has varsity and some swing JV players, so the Eagles will make some wholesale changes here. In fact, 25 is excited to get in. I don't think she was expecting to play, and frankly, neither was I. But hopefully she does well. Here's Harper Steckel back to serve, the freshman setter out of Dublin. Eagles just down by a point at 9-8 here in the second set. Paul Barnes with you along with Mrs. Coleman from Tiffin Calvert. Her daughter Kate on the team. Matt Coleman, the head coach of Tiffin Calvert. You heard him here on these airwaves during the baseball season, during the pregame, before the game got rained out, as Marinas gets a big kill in the middle for Calvert. They lead 10-8. And in to serve, Bryn Dickerson, the setter, who leads the team with 276 assists on the year coming in, 10.2%. Maddie Lane passes, Harper Steckel, bump set, Yana Iguitas flat-footed, cross-court shot, and a kill. Not the hardest of swings for Yana, as she had to wait on that ball, but an effective shot nonetheless. It's accurate, point Eagles. Kelsey Rui comes out, Ashley Moreland saunters in to serve. Eagles down 10-9 here in set 2. They trail the match 1-0. It's Ashley Moreland. Senior. Passing to the front, Schoenberger. Set by Dirksen. Played over by Marinas. Layla. Blocked. In conjunction, Marinas and Rombach on the near pin. Point for Calvert. They provide resistance to that big swing by Layla Hoying on her strong side. 11-9 your score. The Senecas. And back to serve is Bella Borgio. Just a junior. 6 feet tall. And a service ace as Layla Hoying can't handle. That caromed off her and landed on the back wall. It's a point on the service ace for the Senecas. Borgio now with 17 aces on the season for Tiffin Calvert. Calvert wearing the royal blue today. Maddie Lane passes. Harper Steckel setting. Layla! Oh, bringing the heat there. Smoking a kill. Down the near seam of the floor. Point with emphasis for Watterson, which trails Calvert 12-10. And it's Maddie Lane to serve for Watterson. Maddie the libero. 45 digs in 30 sets coming into this. No, that's not quite right. That's Olivia who has 45 digs. Maddie leads the team in digs. with well over 125 on the season. And there's a little roll shot for a point by Watterson. And it's now 12-11. Maddie Lane to serve it again. Attended St. Andrew for her feeder school. In fact, Maddie Lane came in averaging, well, she had 136 digs on the year to lead the team. Doing it so well defensively for the Eagles. There's Maddie right there passing. Harper setting on two. Layla just a push shot. The set did not have enough height for Layla to swing hard. Here's three. Yana off the block, and it's out. Point Watterson. Yana Iguitas, far edge, with the violent swing and the kill. The Eagles now have tied the score. 3 in a row now for Watterson. It's Maddie Lane, 12-12. Floater this time. Set to the middle. Pushed over by Marinas. And it goes long. Past the baseline. Now Watterson, 4 in a row. They're in front, 13-12. Maddie Lane takes a big breath. She's ready to serve it again. On a roll here. She played at Mintonette this past offseason on the M51 team. And there's a service error by Maddie. That's a side out and a point for Calvert. We're tied at 13. Calvert leads the match 1-0 after cruising 25-10 in the opening frame. And it's Claire Schoenberger to serve, a senior defensive specialist at 5'2". Ashley Moreland passes, Harper setting. Yana Iguitas buries a kill. Cross court, off the block. It was in anyway. 14-13, Eagles vault to the lead once again. They will serve. We have changes coming in for Watterson. We'll reset the lineup. Back to serve is Maeve Boyle. She's joined by Layla Hoying, Molly Johnson, Emma Steele, Maddie Lane, and Ashley Moreland. And it's Maeve, whose older brother Michael blocked a punt for Watterson last night against Tiffin Columbian. The beneficiary was Ben Uhlenhick, who fell on it for a touchdown in the 81-7 rout of the Tornadoes. And that's a service error on Maeve Boyle, the sophomore. That's a side out for Calvert. Calvert to serve with Kate Coleman. Sure you're excited to watch her serve. Kate's a 5'7" junior defensive specialist. And the Eagles out of system. They have to roll it over on 3 with Maddie Lane. Good serve by Coleman. There's Maddie. Overpass, joust, and it goes the way of Calvert. At the net with Hope Ware. Point for the Senecas, who reclaim the lead. 15-14. As we seesaw back and forth here in the second set. Much more competitive than the first set. Coleman puts it in play. Maeve setting on 2, the middle. Layla smacking a kill. Layla can do it all over the floor. She loves that left front primarily, but she can go to the middle. She can attack from the back row. And she likes the right pin too. Kill there for Layla. We're tied at 15 here in the second set. It's Layla Hoying from right to left. Coleman. Dirksen setting, and on 3, Hope Ware with a little too much air underneath it, a hitting error, point Watterson. Again, Layla Hoying, whose great-grandfather played for the Cincinnati Reds. There's a block at the net. Good kill for Emily Miller, far pin, point for Calvert. Tied at 16 here in set 2. Calvert to serve with Gracie Miller, the sophomore. Her older sister's Emily Miller, who's a senior. That's a bullet. Good job by Maddie to handle it cleanly. Maeve, Kelsey, dug in the back by Schoenberger. Dirksen setting back row attack. Kind of a finesse shot there by Miller. And Miller with the off-speed changeup puts it away for the kill. Calvert back in front, 17-16. Several ties and lead changes in this second set, which is highly competitive. Gracie Miller to serve. She averages nearly 6 digs per match. That's a bullet. And that one just in as it clips the line on the far boundary. That side of the court was unoccupied by Watterson. A service ace and a point Calvert. Kevin Schmalzried calls a timeout. Your score, Calvert 18, Watterson 16. As the Eagles play match number 13 of the season. Bishop Watterson is 2-2 at home this year, with wins over Grove City and Roger Bacon. Losses suffered in the season opener to Ursuline and Olentangy Berlin here at home. Last season, the Eagles went an impressive 14-3 at home. After today, the Eagles have 3 more matches remaining here at Watterson, if you can believe it. So come on down and support the team if you can. We're pleased you're with us on our YouTube channel today on the Bishop Watterson Sports Network. Next up for the Eagles, they host Bishop Hartley on Wednesday here at the high school at 6:30. That's the scheduled varsity start time. We'll be here with the coverage. And hopefully Abby will be back manning the camera, and we have a good tripod, so we don't have to have our friends from the visiting school help us out. But we really appreciate Mrs. Coleman helping us out today, holding the camera, giving you a better view than what we had in the first set. And that one's a service error by Gracie Miller. So after the timeout, Watterson gets a side out and a point. It's 17 serving 18 here. And perhaps the Eagles' best server, Olivia Lane, trots in. She's joined in the back by Layla Hoying and Maeve Boyle. Up front, number 25, Kelsey Rui and Emma Steele. And right now, Kevin Schmalzried having a conversation with our R2, Paula Bridgman. Paula's in her 17th season of officiating high school volleyball. The R1 up on the chair again on the far side, Bob Duber. This is year number 15 for Bob. And Kevin Schmalzried is done in her conversation with the R2. I think it has something to do with rotations and personnel, that sort of thing, like the technical administrative stuff. Don't know for sure, but that's what it looks like. Nice crowd on hand today. Boy, Tiffin Calvert really brings the fans down from Seneca County. Again, they have radio here today. First time we've seen that from an opponent in a while here at the gymnasium, but good to see. And why not supporting a team like Tiffin Calvert, the Division 7 runner-up a year ago? They were 28-1. They won the Division 7 state semifinal over Norwalk St. Paul, but then fell to Fort Laramie in the title match. They're a 2-time state champion. They won it in 2018 and 2020. Back-to-back runners-up. Last year in Division 7, the year prior in Division 4. So we're trying to get the administrative stuff done as our R2 now talking with head coach Lori Rombach. Coach Rombach went to John Carroll, played volleyball there. Mentioned she's a graduate of Calvert, class of 94. And we're set for volleyball again after that delay. It's Olivia. Coleman started with the pass, and it's hit over on 3 by Miller. And now a big swing by 25, her first varsity kill. Congratulations. I'll find out who that is between sets here. Wasn't expected to play today. She's called up from JV. Point Eagles were tied at 18 here in the second set. And that a rainbow high trajectory serve by Olivia. And on 3, Borgio is blocked. Emma Steele on the far pin. Kevin Schmalzried wants the call. It is a Watterson point. Our R1, Bob Duber, didn't signal emphatically enough for people to understand, but I saw it. Eagles back to the lead, 19-18. And now Claire Schoenberger getting an explanation from the R1, Bob Duper. Now Lori Rombach quizzing our R2, Paula Bridgman. And she seems satisfied as she sits back down on the Tiffin bench, near side left. And it's Olivia Lane with the Eagles up by 1. Late here in the second set. Set far side. Borgio, cross court, and just in. Nice feed by Bryn Dirksen, who's precise with her sets and converting there. Borgio, a hard cross-court smash. Sharp shot. And a point for Calvert. We're tied at 19. Eagles out there with number 25, Maeve Boyle, Emma Steele up front, Maddie Lane, Kelsey Rui, Layla Hoying in the back. Serving for Calvert is Avery Elkert. 14 digs and 14 sets coming in. Flat-footed hard serve. Kelsey Rui with a tough pass. Eagles a little out of system. Tipped over by Steele on 3, though. Back set by Dirksen. And a kill. No, just long. Big swing by Gracie Miller trying a back row attack. That one's sailing just past the baseline. hitting error, point Watterson. Big point there. The Eagles go back in front by a point, 20-19. What a set two here by the teams. Harper Steckel into serve. Sidewinder. Here's to Schoenberg. Set in the middle by Dirksen. Played over on three by Marinas. In control, Calvert. Borgio. Blocked. Yanni Iglesias in conjunction with Kelsey Rui on the far pin. And the Eagles get it here. And a huge point at that. They go up by 2, which in the second set seems like a spacious lead. It's been nip and tuck all the way. Timeout on the court. Calvert. Mentioned that this is the first match all time between the two teams. There's been one match played by Calvert against CCL competition. That was in 2022 against Bishop Hartley. Calvert lost 2-0. So here today they play their second CCL opponent all time. We know that Tiffin Calvert's a private school, Catholic diocese. The Toledo Diocese is where they are a part of. The school was founded in 1923. And again, the public high school in Tiffin is Columbian High School, which, again, if you're just tuning in, was shellacked by your Watterson Eagles last night, 81-7. Calvert has great athletic tradition at their school. 2-time state volleyball champions. 21-19 after the timeout. Harper Steckel, sidewinder. Borgio on three. Maddie, nice dig. Harper Steckel bump set. 25, rolls it over. Good chance here for Calvert. Dumped over on two by the setter. Bryn Dirksen deked out the Watterson defense as she just casually dropped it home in the center of the floor. No one home for Watterson. They were ready for third contact, not two. Point for Calvert and a side out. 20 serving 21. And it's Bryn Dirksen who just got the kill. The setter. Yana on three. Off the block. Borgio. Dirksen. Borgio. Off the block of Rui and down. Finesse kill. Far pin by Bella Borgio. Point for Calvert. We're knotted at 21 here in the second set. Calvert to serve. Maddie. Harper. Near side. Yana. Rejected at the net. Megan Rombach. Second on the team, coming in with 15 total block points. There's one right there. 3 in a row now for Calvert. They reclaim the lead. 22-21. Layla. Harper. Yana. And Yana. Probably not enough arc on that set by Harper. Yana pounded it right into the top of the tape. Point for Calvert. And that's the danger zone now for Watterson, which trails 23-21 in the second set. Serving for Calvert is Dirksen, the junior setter. Layla. Oh my, Yana Iglesias. Get out of town. Smoking a kill. Point Watterson. Big point there for the Eagles. They cannot afford to give up any more here. They're trailing 23-22 in the second set. And now serving is Kelsey Rui. Don't see her much on the service line. That's a bullet. Out of system. Senecas. They just played over on three. And that one wide. Gracie Miller tomahawked it, but it sailed wide on the far boundary. Point Watterson. And hey, we're tied at 23 in this second set. How about that? Eagles down in the match, 1-0. It was the Senecas 25, your Eagles 10 in the opening set. Let's hear from our sponsor, Crawford Hoying.
Address, a Crawford Hoying sales agency, is dedicated to buying and selling homes in Central Ohio. At Address, a skilled team of real estate agents and home experts do the work for each client, making the experience of buying or selling a home happen sooner with less stress by sharing unparalleled resources and diverse expertise. To learn more about Address, visit addresscrawfordhoying.com. That's addresscrawfordhoying.com.
Thanks to Crawford Hoying, our presenting sponsor, bringing you Eagles volleyball all season long on the Bishop Watterson Sports Network. After the timeout, Kelsey Rui to serve it again. She's joined in the back by Harper Steckel and Maddie Lane. Steckel the setter. Maddie is the libero. Up front, Layla Hoying, Yana Iguitas, and number 25. We'll get her name after this set. 25, big swing on three. Oh, what a dig there by Schoenberger on this 23-23 tie. Layla. Boy, what a point here by the teams. Finesse shot. Maddie, what a dig. Harper, the bump set. Layla, off the block. Eagles cover. They recycle. In the middle, Yana on three. What a reply there by the Senecas, but Megan Rombach, after she saved it, tumbled to the floor and crossed the center line, a violation. And we've arrived at set point number one for the Eagles. They lead by the slimmest of margins late in the second set, 24-23. And it's Kelsey Rui. Smokes it into the net. Service error, turnover, and a point for the Senecas. So we're going extra points here in the second set. You need to win by 2. The score tied at 24. Big moment in the match here. Bella Borgio will serve from the left side of the service line. Layla mishandles it. Rui. Maddie Lane's going to rescue it. Free ball, though, for the Senecas. Dirksen bump set, far side. It's Hope Ware. And Ware hits it wide. Big point for Watterson. Side out. And Maddie Lane will serve for the set as 25 checks out. Molly Johnson back in at the middle blocker spot. 25-24, the Eagles. Eagles down 1-0 in the match. Maddie Lane. Finesse serve over. Jerkson setting. Big swing by Megan Rombach. Maddie on 2. Layla on 3. Off the block. Covered by Yana Iguitas. Maddie. Layla. Blocked. Good defense by the Senecas. On 3, a tip and a point. Soaring through the air, Megan Rombach. She gets the kill. Finesse off the block. We're tied at 25 here in the second set. Again, you need to win by 2. Drifting back to serve, Claire Schoenberger. And a change for Watterson as Kelsey really will depart. Ashley Moreland will come back in at a defensive specialist spot in the middle. Back row for Watterson on this rotation. And Schoenberger to serve. Oh, good serve. Eagles out of system a bit. Yana on 3. And that cross-court shot was tipped. It landed out, but it was tipped by the block. Point Watterson. And then again, it's set point for the Eagles. 26-25. Yana Iguitas will file out, and Maeve Boyle will come in to serve. Maeve, the sophomore, left-hander, gives him a different look back there. She tends to put some side spin on the ball. 26-25. Here comes the serve. Bullet. Handled, though, by the Senecas. Dirksen setting. Emily Miller. Dug by Maddie. Maeve hoisting the set near side. Layla! Oh! Eagles! They get it done in set 2. They win 27-25. The match is square at 1 set apiece. How about Bishop Watterson getting up off the mat? They got pummeled in the first set, 25-10, but Watterson shaking that off. They win set 2 by the count of 27-25. All right, let's hear from our sponsor, Crawford Hoying. We'll be back in just a few moments.
The Bailey at Bridge Park, a proud affiliate of Friendship Village of Dublin, is where luxury meets lifestyle in a vibrant community designed exclusively for adults 55 and over. Nestled in the heart of Dublin, Ohio, the Bailey is not just a place to live, it's a place to thrive. The Bailey redefines 55-plus living with its luxurious apartments, resort-style amenities, and an incredible location in the heart of Dublin's bustling Bridge Park district. With its prime location, enjoy being steps away from the best shopping, dining, and entertainment that the city has to offer. Choose from spacious 2- and 3-bedroom floor plans where utilities are included in rent, and residents will enjoy a fitness center with wellness programs, a packed social events and activity calendar, and an on-site concierge. Additional amenities include a community lounge, secure parking, and an outdoor entertainment area, plus much, much more. Ready to experience the best of 55-plus living? Contact us today at 614-957-2408 or visit thebailey@bridgepark.com to schedule a tour and discover your new dream home at the Bailey at Bridge Park.
All right, back live here at the high school. And we thank Mrs. Coleman for serving as our impromptu camera technician. Eagles Volleyball on the Bishop Watterson Sports Network. My name is Paul Barnes. Pleased to have you with us. And I confirm that number 25, as a lot of you know, is Josie Betts. Josie called up from the JV team, seeing her first varsity action today. She registered a kill in that second set, in which Watterson won 27-25 in a thriller. The match is even, level at one set apiece. We go to set 3. The teams remain anchored to their respective sides of the court. They don't rotate sides. Calvert stationed to the side of the court on our left, while your Watterson Eagles are on the 450 square feet to the side of the net on the right as we see it. Nice crowd on hand here at Bishop Watterson High School on this Saturday. Hope your weekend's off to a great start. I'm Paul Barnes. Match number 13 of the season for your Eagles. Watterson comes in at 5-7 on the season. Tiffin Calvert a perfect 10-0, and that's the first set of the season that Tiffin Calvert has not won, believe it or not. They were 28 for 28 until that second set, in which Watterson outlasted Calvert, winning 27-25. And now it's Harper Steckel to serve to start set number 3. Harper, freshman out of Dublin, Ohio, plays at Mentonets for her club. And we are underway in set 3, and there's a kill in the middle for Karis Marinas. She came into the match with 47 kills in the first 10 matches of Calvert's season. And Marinas gives Calvert the first lead here in set number 3. Seneca striking first, 1-0. And to serve is Bryn Dirksen, the setter. Yana on 3, pierces the block on the near side. Yana Iglesias. Kill for Yana. Boy, what about that match she had on Thursday on the road swing at Pickerington North when she had 20 kills and 5 block points. So dominant that night as Ashley Moreland serves it in play. Calvert on 3 with Rombach rolling it over. Eagles reply right back. Rombach again. Layla bump set Harper. Layla on the give and go. Layla blocked, but there's Maddie Lane to rescue, and that one is hammered down in the middle. Karis Marinas, 5'8" middle blocker, playing much bigger than that. Her club team is Black Swamp Volleyball in Northern Ohio. Marinas gives the Senecas the lead, 2-1. Their second lead early on in set 3 in the infancy stages of the third frame. Bella Borgio to serve it. Bullet. Ashley. High in the air. Harper setting. Yana. Dug. Nicely by Borgio. Near side Rombach. Eagles there defensively. Layla. Falling out of bounds with a tip over on 3. And now a kill. Finesse. Hope Ware, point Senecas, 3-1, Tiffin Calvert in front. The match is square at 1 set apiece. Tiffin Calvert won the first set 25-10. They lost the second set to your Eagles 27-25. And to serve it, Bella Borgio. Will be a future Bronco at Santa Clara when her high school career is done. Layla block, rejected by Megan Rombach. Rombach, 8 kills last match against Lakota. That was the 3-0 victory for Calvert. Rombach now with 17 total blocks, points on the year. Second best on the squad, 4-1. Calvert in the lead, and now a service error on Bella Borgio. It's now 4-2 as Ruby Macchio comes out, another JV player playing today. We've seen Macchio in there. Good to see Macchio back in the match after she left due to injury earlier in the match. She looked like she rolled an ankle, but she's back in there, or at least was on that sequence. So we're back to live action. Layla, Harper, Yana, yes. Crisp execution on that point by Watterson. Eagles draw to within 1. It's 3-4 with Maddie Lane. Maddie's a student ambassador here at Watterson. Her favorite class last year as a freshman was health class at BWHS. And Maddie smacks it in play. On 3, Hope Ware hit it over. And now Layla just bumps it over. Didn't get a good set on the near pin. Calvert. Rombach hit it over on 3. Now Yana winds it up. Blocked. Eagles scrambling. They play it. Layla. Good timing on the swing, but dug in the back by Schoenberger. And now pushed over on 3 by Rombach. Cross-court cut shot. Finesse. Point for the Calverts. Tiffin Calvert with some good shots today. They mix it up between power and finesse and something in between. And it's 5-3 now for the Senecas. Here in set 3, they will serve with Claire Schoenberger, the libero. No rotation on that serve. It was a knuckleball. Yana on 3. Hitting error. Point Calvert. And now Calvert doubling up Watterson early on in set 3. It's 6-3. Senecas will serve with Schoenberger, who led the team coming in with 80 digs on the season. Schoenberger also plays softball for Calvert. Layla in the middle. Hammers it, but off the block. Calvert there to cover. Schoenberger setting far side. Swing by Emily Miller. Eagles on 3. Yana played in the back by Borgio. Eagles, good chance here. Layla passes. Harper, return set. Layla not in concert with Harper again. And Layla just has to play it over on 3. Borgio, back row attack. And that one drilled long. Point Watterson. Yana Iglesias and Harper Steckel come out. Maeve Boyle in, along with Emma Steele. So up front, the Eagles have Layla Hoying, Molly Johnson, Emma Steele. In the back, Batty Lane, Ashley Moreland, and Maeve Boyle. Maeve is serving. Out of system, the Senecas, they roll it over on 3, but long and wide. Off the right mid of Emily Miller. Point Watterson. Eagles down by 1 now. They've run off 2 in a row. It's 6-5. Tiffin Calvert in the lead here in set 3. Matches even at 1 set apiece. And that's a missile served by Maeve Boyle. Out of system, the Senecas just punched over on 3. Ashley, Maeve, reverse set. And Emma, too much air under that swing as it travels long past the baseline. A point for the Senecas and a side out. Kate Coleman in to serve. She averages 1.5 digs per set. Kate, a 5'7" junior, hammers it. Layla, Maeve. Layla! Oh, Layla! Drilling a kill off the block. Point Watterson. Kelsey Rui comes in. Ashley Moreland will take a seat on the Eagles' pine, near side right. 7-6 your score. Layla. Schoenberg overpass, tipped down by Kelsey Rui on the left edge. Point Watterson. And we're knotted at 7 here in the 3rd set. Matches even at 1 set apiece. And Layla Hoying back to serve. Layla's older sister, Ava, former Eagle at Northern Kentucky as a hitter for the Norse. And it's pushed over on 3. Molly taps it over on 3, but that one goes askew as it sails past the far boundary wide. Point for the Senecas. Tiffin with some changes here. In to serve is Gracie Miller, 5'8" sophomore defensive specialist. Her older sister, Emily, is a senior outside hitter. That's a bullet, but that one is out of bounds wide down the near sideline. Point Watterson on the service error as Ruby Macchio and Olivia Lane return. Molly Johnson and Maddie Lane take a seat. And Olivia to serve here with the match even in the 3rd set at 8 apiece. Liv. Dirksen setting far side. Borgio off the block. And Borgio converts as Ruby Macchio couldn't rescue it. Back in front, Tiffin Calvert. Boy, I tell you what, sets 2 and 3 have been hotly contested. Calvert breezed in the 1st set, winning 25-10, but the 2nd set, Watterson coming back, winning 27-25 in overtime. And here in the 3rd set, it's 9-8. Calvert now 9-9 on that ferocious kill by Kelsey Rui. The lone junior on the team, whistling a kill. Point Watterson, tied at 9. Again, Kevin Schmalzried substituting freely. His Eagles in a battle with Tiffin Calvert, the #1 team in Division 7 in the state of Ohio, poised to get back to the state title game. where they've been runner-up the last 2 years. Here's Borgio, roll shot on three. Layla passes, Harper bump set. Rui pushes it over forcefully, but there defensively Calvert. Borgio on three, blocked! Yana Iglesias in conjunction with Ruby Macchio. I think Ruby got it. Block point Watterson. Ruby's only a sophomore. 2 more good years after this one for Ruby Macchio. Point Watterson. Eagles vault to the lead, 10-9. Harper Steckel. Schonenberger gets eaten up. Back row attack. Big swing by Miller, dug by Layla. On three, Kelsey. And that's replied immediately by Calvert. Harper Steckel, back set. Yana, yes! Bishop Watterson now up by 2, 11-9. As Harper Steckel will serve. She's joined in the back by Maddie Lane and Layla Hoying. Kelsey Rui, Ruby Macchio, and Yana Iglesias up front. A lot of smiles on the faces of the Watterson players. They're having a good time. What athletes we're seeing today in action from both teams. Harper Steckel, sidewinding serve. Pass to the front by Coleman on three. Borgio converts. Point for Calvert. They shaved the deficit to 1 to the Senecas. It's 11-10. And Calvert will serve with Bryn Dirksen. Her father, the coach at Fremont Ross Volleyball. Yana off the block. And we have a net violation on Watterson. That's a point Calvert. And set number 3 is deadlocked at 11. Match even at 1. And the Senecas serve with Bryn Dirksen. The setter, bullet. Maddie Lane handles cleanly. Kelsey on three, blocked. Harper gets a mid on it. Maddie rescues. Yana rolls it over on three. Good chance for the Senecas. And a forceful tip over by Megan Rombach. Eagles handle though. Rui, blocked. Maddie tips it. Layla after it, high in the air. And the Eagles scrambling, won't get there. Fine effort by both teams on that point. Though it goes the way of Tiffin Calvert. 12-11, your score now. 3 in a row by Calvert. They're in the lead here in set 3. Timeout on the court. Hey folks, Bishop Watterson is kicking off homecoming week tomorrow, September 14th with Fall Festival on the backfield here at BWHS from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. We'll have DJ Matt Ryan, 6 food trucks, games, and a pep rally. And the 2025 homecoming court will be announced at Fall Festival this year. Fall Festival will be canceled if it rains, so prayers for good weather are welcome. Hey seniors, it's time to sign up for the Fall Kairos Retreat, which starts on September 30th. Registration forms can be found on the Forms and Flyers page of bishopwatterson.com. Like Bishop Watterson High School on Facebook. Follow BWHS on X at Bishop Watterson. And follow Eagles Athletics on X at BWHS_athletics. Bishop Watterson High School. Faith, community, excellence. After the timeout, it's 12 serving 11. Calvert has possession of the ball. Serving is Bryn Dirksen, the setter, a junior at 5'7". And she puts it in play. A tough serve. Eagles out of system. Harper Steckel rescues on three. Good chance, though, for the Senecas. And in the middle, pushed over on three by Marinas. Rui soaring through the air, but can't defeat the block on the near edge of Rombach and Marinas. Point Calvert. Now Calvert stretches the lead to 2 at 13-11. Calvert serving with Dirksen. Layla. Harper. Yana flat-footed tomahawk shot. Near side it goes with Rombach. Eagles there defensively. Yana on three. Yana punctures the block. Far pin. Kill. Point Watterson. And it's Ashley Moreland to come back in. Kelsey Rui will exit. Ashley, the senior, went to St. Bridget. Been on the varsity since her sophomore year. 2 older sisters, the twins, Chloe and Macy, playing college volleyball. In fact, Macy has a match today for Kent State. Eagles now. Maddie bumping on 2. And Layla trying to just push it over. Can't block, but the Eagles are there. And Yana kind of mistimed her swing and leap there. She swats it into the net. Point for Calvert. Senecas in front by a count of 14-12 here in the third set. The match is even at 1 set apiece. And serving is Bella Borgio. Bella hammers it. Ashley passes, Harper setting. Yana far pin. And what a dig there by Dirksen. Schoenberg. And rolled over by Borgio. And a hitting error on Yana on 3. Point for Calvert. Good effort there on that point by the teams. And back to serve Bella Borgio. We have a timeout on the floor. Watterson now behind by 3, 15-12. And Kevin Schmalzried elects to talk it over with his troops. Let's hear from our presenting sponsor, Crawford Hoying and Address.
Address, a Crawford Hoying sales agency, is dedicated to buying and selling homes in Central Ohio. At Address, a skilled team of real estate agents and home experts do the work for each client, making the experience of buying or selling a home happen sooner with less stress by sharing unparalleled resources and diverse expertise. To learn more about Address, visit addresscrawfordhoying.com. That's addresscrawfordhoying.com.
All right, we return to action. It's 15 serving 12. Borgio again on her service sequence, and it's an ace. Borgio now with 18 aces on the season, and she propels the Senecas to a 16-12 advantage here in the third set with the match level at 1 set apiece. Got to thank Jamie Coleman again for stepping in to help us out with the camera. And Layla Hoying with authority off the block as it deflects out of play on the far side. Kill Watterson. Point for the Eagles. It's 13 serving 16 now as Maddie Lane will do the honors. Eagles sophomore Libro, joined in the back by Ashley Moreland and Harper Steckel. Up front, Layla Hoying, Molly Johnson, and Yana Iglesias. That one clipped the tape, but it's in. On 3. Whoa, what a big swing by Gracie Miller as she pounds a kill down the far seam of the floor. That was pretty. Point for the Senecas. It's 17-13 now, and Claire Schoenberger will serve. Again, she's also a softball player for the Senecas. Knuckleball, Layla. That pass goes awry, and Molly Johnson tried to play it near the net, couldn't. First ball contact, not there for Watterson. It's an ace for Schoenberger. And a point for the Senecas, who now have their biggest lead in the third set at 5, 18-13. That's a bullet. Maddie Lane passes cleanly. Harper setting. Layla in system. Blocked. Layla tumbles to the floor, gets up. Yana off the block and down. Yana Iglesias, big swing on the far edge. Point Watterson. They fell behind by 5, and now they're down by 4. They got to go on a run here. Some changes for the Eagles. Maeve Boyle trots in to serve. Emma Steele comes in as Yana and Harper repair to the bench on the near side right. Eagles down by 4. It's Maeve Boyle. Schoenberger, Dirksen setting near side. Megan Rombach with the kill. Point Senecas. Kate Coleman will come into the fray. She'll serve. And coming out, Megan Rombach. Kate's older brother, Tucker, 3-sport athlete at Tiffin Calvert. And now Emma Steele hammers a kill off the block. Hope Ware unable to reply for the Senecas. Point Watterson. Eagles down 19-15 here in the third set. Ashley Moreland comes out. Kelsey Rui in. Here's Layla Hoying to serve. And it's a service ace. Layla gets one here. She has 10 on the season. Layla, first team All-State selection as a junior last year. Third team All-State selection as a sophomore in 2023. She's headed to the Ohio State Buckeyes next year. Dirksen setting far side. Big swing by Emily Miller. Eagles there defensively. Rui, forceful pushover. Scrambling set there by Dirksen, and a good roll shot by Emily Miller is accurate. It finds the mark on the Eagles' back row. Point for the Senecas. They now lead 20-16. And coming in to serve is Gracie Miller, as filing out is Hope Ware. Gracie Miller to serve it. She serves at 82% for the season. High in the air. Huge jump serve. Kelsey the overpass. It's in though. Dirksen setting far side. Borgio. Dug by Maddie Lane. Mae Boyle setting near side. Kelsey. Kelsey out the block. Covered though by the Senecas. Borgio cranks it up. Layla spinning. Tipped up in the air. It's back and forth like a pinball. And the Eagles can't clear. Protracted point goes the way of the Senecas. They extend the margin to 5 once again, 21-16. Senecas won the opening set 25-10. Eagles retorting in set 2, winning 27-25. And now Gracie Miller. Bullet. Layla overpass. That was a hard velocity serve. Borgio on 3. Off speed shot. Eagle a little flummoxed, but they'll clear with Kelsey Rui. Dirksen setting. Tipped over on the near side by Miller, and a whistle and a violation on Calvert. Apparently Emily Miller, after tapping it over, was in the net. Point Eagles. Molly Johnson will exit. Enter Olivia Lane as she saunters to the service line. Her team down 21-17 here in the third set. Olivia 5'4", played at Minton at M74 in the offseason. Borgio on 3, rolls it over. Overpass, and an easy point for Emily Miller. Must have been tantalizing to see that overpass coming, and Miller slams it down for the kill. 5-point advantage again for the Senecas at 22-17. Kevin Schmalzry continues to substitute freely here. Maddie Lane, Layla Hoying, and Kelsey Rui in the back. Mae Boyle, Ruby Macchio, Emma Steele up front, and Emma Steele with the tip over. Calvert there defensively, though. Borgio tomahawks it over. Rui off the block and down. A lot of emotion by the Eagles after that point. Eagles trim the deficit to 4 here in the third set, 22-18. Mae Boyle comes out. Emma Steele comes out. Harper Steckel into serve. Harper in the 6-2 system with Ava picking today. We've seen mostly Harper here. And there's a service ace. That one off the right paw of Gracie Miller, back row center. And a point Watterson. Boy, Harper Steckel, what a job she does from the service line. Not only chalking up numerous aces, but often the teams with poor first ball contact and they're out of system. A timeout on the floor. Eagles draw to within 3. It's 22-19 in the third set. Save the date for Bishop Watterson's open house for prospective students on Sunday, November 23rd from 1 to 3 p.m. It's a great opportunity to learn more about Bishop Watterson, tour the building, and meet the teachers and coaches. Our Legends Golf Classic is coming up right around the corner on September 15th at Kinsale Golf and Fitness Club. We are grateful to all our sponsors who support tuition assistance through this annual event. Like Bishop Watterson High School on Facebook. Follow BWHS on X at Bishop Watterson. And follow Eagles Athletics on X at BWHS_athletics. Bishop Watterson High School. Faith, community, excellence. 19 serving 22. Harper Steckel, the freshman. Little floater. Bump set by Dirksen. Borgio winds it up. Sharp kill down the center of the floor. Point Calvert. And the Senecas lead by 4, 23-19. Nearing the conclusion here in set number 3 with the match level at 1 set apiece. And it's Bryn Dirksen to serve it. Junior setter. Layla. Harper. Kelsey. Eagles in system. Overpass on the dig. Another crack at it for Watterson. But miscommunication. Harper does clear on 2. Borgio. Maddie. Harper. Yana. Dug nicely by Dirksen. Schoenberger. Back row attack. Rolled over by Miller. Harper setting near side. Rui. And that one sails long, but it was tipped. Was it tipped? The officials conferring now are R1 and R2. Bob Duber and Paula Bridgman. Duber up on the chair, lording over the match on the far side. And now we're going to have a little bit of a conference, I believe. Our R2, Paula Bridgman talking to the scorer's table. And they give it to Watterson. Eagles down by 3, 23-20 late in the third set, with the match even at 1 set apiece. It's Ashley Moreland serving flat-footed, clearing the tape down the far seam of the floor. Romback plays it over on 3 for Calvert. Layla on 3, tooling the block. Oh, what a dig there by Dirksen, and Tiffin Calvert converts. A sprawling effort by Bryn Dirksen to keep it alive for the Senecas, and they cash in on the point. And now it's set point number 1 for Calvert at 24-20. Boy, this Tiffin Calvert team's outstanding. Eagles not too shabby themselves. Bella Borgio at 24-20, and it's an ace. Tiffin Calvert wraps up the third set. And in the process, they now lead the match 2-1. We go to the all-important fourth set. Eagles must win it to continue the match. If they don't, Tiffin Calvert is victorious in 4 sets. So pleased to have you along on the Bishop Watterson Sports Network. And now a word from our presenting sponsor, Crawford Hoying.
The Bailey at Bridge Park, a proud affiliate of Friendship Village of Dublin, is where luxury meets lifestyle in a vibrant community designed exclusively for adults 55 and over. Nestled in the heart of Dublin, Ohio, the Bailey is not just a place to live, it's a place to thrive. The Bailey redefines 55-plus living with its luxurious apartments, resort-style amenities, and incredible location in the heart of Dublin's bustling Bridge Park district. Choose from spacious 2- and 3-bedroom floor plans, each boasting stunning finishes, gourmet kitchens, and private balconies. With its prime location in Bridge Park, enjoy being steps away from the best shopping, dining, and entertainment that the city has to offer. Ready to experience the best of 55-plus living? Contact us today at 614-957-2408 or visit thebailey@bridgepark.com to schedule a tour and discover your new dream home with the Bailey at Bridge Park.
Paul Barnes back with you at the high school. We head to set 4 in the match between your Watterson Eagles and the Tiffin Calvert Senecas. Teams scoring off for the first time in history today. Tiffin Calvert just completing a 25-20 triumph in set 3 to take a 2-1 advantage in the match. So the Eagles must win this 4th set, which is played to 25, if they want to send it to a decisive 5th set. Glad to have you along on the Bishop Watterson Sports Network. Filling in as our technician today is Jamie Coleman, coming down from Tiffin, Ohio. Her husband, Matt, is the baseball coach. Son Tucker, 3-sport athlete there. Her daughter, Kate, a junior defensive specialist on the team. And again, there's a lineage between the Colemans and Watterson High School with the relationship of the Uhlenhake family. Jamie Coleman played high school basketball with Angie Uhlenhake at Miami East High School in Miami County, which is near the Dayton area, not too far from Troy. Also Piqua in Miami County. So it's good to have the Colemans here, and we talked to Matt Coleman. When Tiffin Calvert came down for baseball in the spring this past year, he was on our pregame show, but the game was scrubbed as it was about to begin due to rain. That soggy spring we had just wreaked havoc on the Eagles' baseball schedule. And unfortunately, we could not get the game in with a good Tiffin Calvert team. Hopefully, the teams will hook up this year coming up. That will be great to see. All right. So we're about set to begin. Set number 4. Ruby Macchio, Yana Iglesias, Kelsey Rui, Layla Hoying, Harper Steckel, and Maddie Lane. The 6 dispatched on the court by Kevin Schmalzried. Tiffin Calvert will serve with Bryn Dirksen. She's joined by Gracie Miller, Claire Schoenberger, Bella Borgio, Hope Ware, And Megan Rombach and the Eagles get an emphatic point. Yana Iglesias, 1-0 Watterson. Eagles striking first in set 4. Eagles down 2-1 as Kelsey Rui will come out. And it's Olivia Lane in to serve it. Olivia, just 4 service errors a season ago in 198 service attempts. Dirksen setting in the middle, tipped over by Marinas. Ball popped up in the air. Machio, Harper Steckel, Layla off the block, and Layla, as it deflects around the Calvert defense, Layla socks it for a kill. Watterson out quickly, 2-0 here in the 4th set. Watterson has to have it. Down to the match, 2-1. Olivia Lane, a member of the Morgan's Message Club here at Watterson. Member of the National Honor Society as well. She's a great student. Borgio, Maddie. And then we have a whistle and a stoppage. Point for Calvert. As Maddie was going to play it off the basketball hoop, which is in its upright position in the rafters. But the R2, Paula Bridgman, stopped play at the net for some reason and awarded a point to Calvert. So Calvert on the board in set 4, down 2-1. And it's Bella Borgio to sock it in play. Olivia passes, Harper, back set. Yana, a miscue on the finesse shot there as Yana couldn't get the clearance on 3. Point Calvert on the hitting error. 2-2, we're tied. Calvert serving. Bella Borgio smokes it. Good pass by Liv. Harper, Layla, dug by Dirksen. Schoenberger, the bump set. Rolled over on 3 by Emily Miller. Tough set for Layla, flying through the air, who tipped it off the block. Eagles cover. Yana. Dug in the back by Borgio. And Calvert at the ball pinballing around their side. They clear on 3. Free ball, Watterson. Layla! Oh! What a dig in the back by Borgio. Eagles, back set and a violation. Steckel was in the net. She can't believe it. That long point is halted by the violation in front by Harper. Point for Calvert. And Calvert with 3 in a row to forge into the lead early in set 4 at 3-2. Bella Borgio leading the team with 103 kills coming in. Now, the stats are not overly prolific because Calvert finishes off so many matches quickly. So they can't accumulate numbers like other teams do. And there's some poor ball receipt by Watterson and ball handling on their end. That's a point for Calvert. 4-2. 4 in a row by Calvert. It's Bella Borgio. Maddie, clean pass to the front. Harper setting. Back set to Yana, and Yana pushes that one into the net. Hitting error, point for Calvert. It's 5-2. A 5-0 run by the Senecas to wrest control early on in set 4. A timeout, Kevin Schmalzried, as Olivia Lane is talking to her teammates before giving way to Coach Schmalzried to impart his wisdom. Eagles lost the first set, 25-10. So Calvert taking the opening set with emphasis. Eagles showed good heart and resilience in the second set, and a set which seesawed back and forth. Watterson took it in extra points, 27-25. And then in the third set, which recently concluded, Calvert won it 25-20. So here we are in set 4. Calvert in front in the match, 2-1, with the score 5-2 now. Eagles wearing their home gold jerseys, the Cardinal piping, Cardinal numbers, black shorts. Maddie Lane, the libero, of course, wearing the Cardinal shirt. Calvert in the visiting royal blue. And Bella Borgio for a 5th consecutive serve. Maddie passes. Harper. Ruby Machio plays it over. Calvert in control. Pushed over at the net by Marinas. Layla, cross-court push shot. And they call it double contact. And that's a point for Calvert. Watterson out of sync on offense here in the 4th set. It's the ball contact and the passing, just not there. 6-2 your score, the Senecas. And Calvert again to serve with Borgio. A long excursion at the service line, and that time Borgio sails it long past the baseline for a service error and a badly needed side out for your Eagles. Watterson also garners a point. They're down 6-3. And it's Maddie Lane in a routine to serve it. Jump serve. Schoenberger, Dirksen, and Marinas is dug by Maddie Lane. Layla, and Layla blocked down at the near pin by Megan Rombach. Rombach also on the basketball team for Seneca. She plays guard in basketball. And she extends the lead to 4 for the Seneca, the Senecas at 7-3. Eagles need some offense. Layla! She generates it there as she thumps a kill. Point for the Eagles. They're down by 3, 7-4 in set 4. They trail the match 2-1. Changes for the Eagles. In the service, Maeve Boyle. She's joined in the back by Olivia Lane and Maddie Lane. Up front, we have Emma Steele, Layla Hoying, and Molly Johnson. The southpaw, Boyle puts it in play. Little out of system, the Senecas. Punched over on 3. Good chance, Eagles. Olivia passing. Maeve setting. Layla! And Layla cross court, and that one is wide. Well wide. Hitting error and a point for the Senecas. 8-4 now. And the Senecas will serve. It's Kate Coleman. Her mom running the camera here, Jamie. For the number 1 ranked Tiffin Calvert Senecas. Liv. Maeve scrambling to set it. Bumps it in the air. Emma Steele tries to push it over, but no. Effective serve for Coleman. Eagles were out of system on that point. And expanding the lead to 5 now are the Senecas at 9-4. Kate Coleman again. Number 22 hammers it. Boyle setting. Layla. Oh! Look out below. Layla. A violent kill. Point Watterson. Layla will go back to serve. Eagles down by 4. 9-5. Layla's parents, Bob and Jill. Her older brother, Jacob, in Cincinnati, played football for the Cincinnati Bearcats. I mentioned Ava is at Northern Kentucky as a volleyball player. And Nash, her younger brother, plays at St. Brendan in 7th grade as Tiffin Calvert ends that service sequence for Layla Hoying by collecting a point. It's 10-5 now. Calvert doubling up your Eagles here in the 4th set. Calvert leads the match 2-1. And it's Gracie Miller. Jump serve. That's a bullet. Good dig by Layla. Maeve. Emma Steele. Little change-up shot there. Borgio. Oh, what a big dig. That one ricochets off Maddie Lane into the crowd here on the near side just below me. A hard velocity kill by Borgio. Point for the Senecas. They lead by a half dozen now at 11-5. Eagles must home in here. Hard serve again by Gracie Miller. Emma Steele on 3 gets the clearance. Dirksen setting the middle. Tapped over by Miller. Kelsey Rui goes airborne to push it over on 3. Borgio attacks the block and gets the kill off the mitts of Molly Johnson. And now the Eagles in some trouble as it's a rather spacious lead for the Senecas in set 4. Their biggest lead in set 4 at 12-5. Timeout Watterson. Watterson fell in the opening set 25-10. They took set 2. Showing good fortitude, 27-25. That was the first time Calvert's lost a set this year. And this is their 11th match. And then in the 3rd set, Calvert replying by winning 25-20. And Calvert's in control here in the 4th set, 12-5. Lori Rombach, the coach of Seneca. In her 8th season, guiding the Senecas. Listen to her record. 191 wins and only 15 losses, a .927 win percentage. Kevin Schmalzried in his first season here for the Eagles. A new era in Watterson Volleyball, which has won 7 consecutive district championships, been to the state Final Four 3 of the last 5 years. And the Eagles trying to still find their way, even though we're at the midpoint of the season, a little bit past. And there's a jump serve by Gracie Miller into the net. So a turnover to Watterson, a service error, side out, and a point for the Eagles. As Maddie Lane and Molly Johnson exit, Ashley Moreland enters the fray. along with Ruby Macchio. So Macchio up front with Emma Steele and Kelsey Rui. In the back, May Boyle, Layla Hoying, and Ashley Moreland, who serves flat-footed. Good serve here. Borgio. Good dig by Rui. Boyle back set to Steele, who clears on three. Borgio off speed. May Boyle in the air. Bump set Ashley. Kelsey Rui. No. Point for Calvert. It's 13-6 now. And Calvert will serve. The revolving door continues for the Eagles as Kevin Schmalzried substitutes quite a bit. And the serve is Hope Ware. Just 4 for 6 on the season in service accuracy and attempts. She doesn't serve a lot. Middle hitter. Layla, Maeve, Rui. Good defense by Calvert. They clear on three with Borgio. Maddie, Maeve, Emma Steele winds up with her left hand and gets the kill. A bullet by Emma Steele on the far pin, the right side hitter on her strong side. She's a lefty swing. Point Watterson. Eagles down by 6, 13-7. More changes, and it's Harper Steckel gliding back to serve for your Bishop Watterson Eagles. Harper attended Dublin's Eversole Run Middle School last year. New to the diocese. It's great to have her here. Dumped over on two. The Eagles reply, but it's an overpass, and that one is belted down by Karis Marinas. Easy kill in the middle for Marinas on the interior. 14-7 now. Senecas, they'll serve. Come on, Eagles, let's play some defense and get back in this thing. What do you say? 14-7 is the score. Bryn Dirksen, an ace. Dirksen compiles an ace here and makes it a big lead for the Senecas in set 4, 15-7. Senecas lead the match 2-1, looking to sew it up here. Here's Dirksen. Kelsey, Maddie bumps it in the air. Yana on approach. Good dig in the back there by Gracie Miller. Joust at the net, goes the way of Watterson. Tiffin, though, in control. Flat-footed roll shot over by Dirksen. Rui, and Rui buries it back row. Nobody home for Tiffin. Coffin corner near side, point Watterson. Kelsey will check out. Here's Olivia Lane. Olivia's got some work to do with her team down 15-8 in set 4. Watterson 5-7 on the season. Playing match number 13 today of 22 regular season matches. Big swing on the far pin, and off the block converting Megan Rombach. Hitting .318 for the season as an outside hitter is pretty good. Point Calvert, they're up 16-8, and they will serve with Bella Borgio, the future Santa Clara Bronco. Good serve. Eagles out of system. Layla rolls it over on three, but that one sails long past the end line. That's a point for Calvert. Calvert with his biggest lead in set 4 at 17-8. Again, in front of the match, 2-1 over your Watterson Eagles. And it's Bella Borgio again. Olivia passes. And the Eagles tip it over with Macchio. Schoenberger to the far pin. Kill. Emily Miller straight down the far sideline. Puts it away. Point Calvert. And Calvert stretches the lead to 10. 18-8 in the fourth set. It's Bella Borgio. 6 feet tall, junior outside hitter. Playing defensive specialist here in this rotation as she serves. Layla. Harper. Layla! Oh, Layla absolutely whistles a kill. With emphasis. Point Watterson. Eagles down 18-9. It's Maddie Lane. Maddie can go on some service runs now. Maddie ready. She's gearing up in her routine. Bullet. Borgio. Dirksen bump set. Back row attack coming. Big swing by Miller. Eagles there defensively with Layla. And Yana far pin. Sharp kill with a violent swing. Point Eagles. Eagles in double figures on the scoreboard now, down 18-10 in the fourth set. They must win this set to prolong the match. Down 2-1. Maddie Lane just clearing the tape with that bullet. Quick set at the net. Dirksen and putting it away. Karis Marinas. Talented middle hitter. She'll come out. Another point for the Senecas, which expand the margin to 19-10. And it's Claire Schoenberger, senior defensive specialist at 5'2". Olivia Harper setting the middle. Layla, the gliding tip shot. And Layla, the finesse kill. Point Watterson. Eagles still alive. They're down by 8, though. They need to go on a big run here with Maeve Boyle coming in to serve. And the steal also into the fray. Exiting are Yana Iglitas and Harper Steckel. So Maeve Boyle out of Clintonville, went to St. Brendan. Her club volleyball is at All-American here locally. Maddie Lane, big dig on that swing, or dig attempt anyway, and a kill for Megan Rombach. Hard velocity fastball there. Maddie couldn't dig. That was a tough task for Maddie, though, the way that angle was coming and the speed of the ball. So a point for the Senecas. They lead 20-11, and it's Kate Coleman. And a good serve by Coleman. Eagles out of system. Olivia bumped over on 3 by Emma. Free ball here for the Senecas. Dirksen back set, and a woof. Layla Hoying gets the block point as she provides resistance against Hope Ware on the near pin. Block point for Layla Hoying. Point Watterson. Eagles down 20-12. Olivia's out. Kelsey Rui in. Maeve Boyle, Maddie Lane, and Layla Hoying in the back. Layla serves it. Up front, Kelsey Rui, Molly Johnson, Emma Steele. Big swing on 3. And a kill for Hope Ware. Point Senecas. 21-12 your score. Senecas in good shape to improve their record to 11-0. And back to serve is Gracie Miller. Throws it high in the air. Jump serve into the heart of the net. Service error. Point Watterson. Side out Eagles. Ashley Moreland will enter. She'll serve. Ruby Macchio back in. Maddie Lane. And Molly Johnson repaired to the Eagles bench on the near sideline right. It's Ashley Moreland. Dirksen setting. And big block in the middle by Kelsey Rui. But Calvert there to recycle. And Borgio, a huge kill cross court. Unable to dig Ashley Moreland. Valiant effort by Ashley, but it's a big kill for Borgio. 22-13 now. 9-point lead for Calvert. Nearing the end of this match. Eagles will be hard-pressed to surmount this deficit. Coming in to serve is Avery Elkert, 5'4" junior defensive specialist. She'll serve it from left to right. 22-13. Knuckleball. Ashley. Maeve. Emma in system. Overpass on the dig. Eagles. Maddie. Maeve. Near side. Rui. And there defensively, Calvert. Borgio on 3. Blocked. Ruby Macchio pops it up, and the Eagles clear with Macchio on 3. Pinball action at the net, and Kelsey Rui ends it as she taps down a kill. Point Watterson. 22-14 now. Eagles still have life. Maeve Boyle and Emma Steele file out. Yanni Iglitas and Harper Steckel return to the match. And Harper, the 9th grader, will serve it. Harper's in her routine on the right side of the service line. Borgio on 3. Off Maddie's mitts. And into the freshman team. And the JV team congregated to our right, downstairs. Point Calvert. Calvert 23. Watterson 14 here in set 4. Calvert leads the match 2-1. Just 2 points away from victory here in Columbus. Calvert serving with Bryn Dirksen, the setter. Yana on 3, just a roll shot to the back. Schoenberger. Dirksen, reverse back set near side. Rombach, and Rombach gets the kill. Lead back to double figures, and the Eagles on life support. They're in peril. Down 24-14. Match point. The Tiffin faithful who've come down from Seneca County on their feet. Dirksen, Maddie, Harper. Far side, Rui off the block, punctures it. Point Watterson. Eagles still alive. Down 24-15. Olivia Lane, Eagles' best server in terms of accuracy, will trot in as Kelsey Rui takes a seat on the bench. 15 serving 24. Match point number 2 for the Senecas. A rainbow set in the middle, and it's a kill. Karis Marinas ends it on the interior with smacking a kill, and that is it. Tiffin Calvert wins today 3-1. They improve to 11-0 on the season as they win in set 4, 25-15. So once again in the match, Tiffin Calvert wins it 3-1. They took the opening set 25-10. Eagles took the second set 27-25, but then Calvert replies back 25-20 in the third set and 25-15 here in the fourth set. With the loss, the Eagles slip to 5-8 on the season. Coming up next, the Eagles are at home against Hartley on Wednesday at 6:30. We'll have coverage here on the Bishop Watterson Sports Network beginning about 6:20 Eastern Time. We want to thank our presenting sponsor, Crawford Hoying. And we also want to thank Jamie Coleman for stepping in to run the camera today. Thanks to Jamie for all her efforts. I got to tell Angie that I'm very, very happy that you're here and helping us out. Thank you so much, Jamie. And good luck to Calvert the rest of the season. What a team Tiffin Calvert has. Back-to-back runners-up in the state. They're number 1 ranked in Division 7, and they have a complete team. There are no weaknesses on that team, and we know Watterson will bounce back from this. They looked good the other night. Not as crisp today, but the girls will work on that in practice with the coaching staff, and we'll be back for Hartley on Wednesday. Now from the high school in Columbus, I'm Paul Barnes saying so long. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you soon here on the Bishop Watterson Sports Network. Good afternoon, everyone.